This is the Apollo dbx18 125cc off-road dirt bike. 3-month review. It's been very good. Not any major problems at all besides clutch levers breaking, trying to do wheelies. Other than that, she's been great. Motor's still running tip top. Sounds good. She starts right up every single time. List of mods. I'm gonna try to have the parts and names for you if you guys are interested in getting them. That way y'all know exactly what part to get and what will fit. The chain is a 428 pitch. I ended up getting a 17 tooth front sprocket on it. Rode it around for a few weeks. It was still a little torquey, but not from what I wanted because I'm using this bike to learn wheelies. And so far it's been great. I can just about keep the front wheel off the ground as long as I want to. Wheelies are super easy going up hills. But I changed it back to the 15 tooth. The torque just wasn't all the way there, but I could still pull it up with the 17. The knobbies, everything's great, man. I've been riding around the street to the trail in my neighborhood, but mainly on the trails back there. She runs great. I had to get a brand new rear brake assembly with the master cylinder because the rear brake locked up on me. I don't know how. I never messed with it or tried to bleed it at all. It was just stock, and then one day they just locked up on me. Couldn't figure out what the problem was. Ended up buying a new master cylinder for the brake, but it didn't solve the problem because the brakes were still not bleeding at all. I did get the rear brake lever over here. I bent it out to where it's pretty much flush with the cover, and it works great now. I can mash the back brake and not have to worry about tucking my front foot in under it. So that's cool. So these are the JFG 7/8 handlebar handguards. 7/8 clutch levers. They're Keenzo, KEENSO. 7/8 levers. They work great. Phenomenal. They're very heavy. A lot more easier to depress the clutch. I can do 2 fingers all day, no problem. But these freaking handguards, man, it's got the aluminum bar wrapping around the levers. Anytime you fall, it's gonna protect those levers from breaking while you're out there in the middle of bumfucked Egypt. Heck yeah, looks good. Got the Pro Taper crash pad with the Pro Taper pillow top grips, which feel amazing. Also got the spoke covers. Very cheap, easy mod to do. You just pretty much cut them off and size them up to exactly what you want. They slip right on. If you're not a virgin, you'll know exactly how to do it. A little different though. Yeah, very cheap, good looking mod. Easy. Here's the front of the bike with the handguards. Looks beautiful. Also got the Uni 2-stage angle mount. It's 1 1/2 inches by 4 inches. It's in there good with the Manuki VM22. It's a 26mm carb. And the gap with the air filter is a 38mm right there. They actually sent me this carburetor, and the bottom nozzle right here, the aluminum piece connected to the carburetor was completely snapped off from shipping. So I took a picture of it, and they told me I didn't have to send the broken one back, and they just sent me this brand new one too. So now I have a parts carb. If anything happens to that, or any parts go crazy in it, the float, anything goes crazy, I got extra parts for it. So that's pretty cool. It's always really cool. Let's see. What else did I do? Got the Quasi 5-pin race CDI. The plastic housing wasn't properly fitted. So, you know, I did some redneck ingenuity. Taped them up myself. Good to go. Just put some electrical tape on them. Haven't had any problems. Still riding the mud and dirt and everything. Still runs like a charm. But when I tell you I put this bike through hell and back, I put this bike through hell and back, man. I rode the crap out of it. Pinned it out. She's fast, man. She'll do easily 55. Even with the stock front sprocket on. That's really good. That's pretty much all the mods that I've done to her so far. Run premium gas, 93 octane. This is the stuff I use. I stay stocked up on it. Got the Valvoline 10W40 4-stroke. Works great. Very good oil. I'm gonna see if AMSOIL has anything like this. It's supposed to be the best. Yeah, went from those levers right here. I probably bought about three pairs of these cheap ones. I don't like that they don't wrap around on it. They do look good on the bike, but let's see here. This guard right here doesn't even fit. It's not wide enough for 7/8 handlebars. So I actually ended up having to go to Ace Hardware and getting some longer screws for it. And she fit on there, but she was still loose, but not too bad. But I knew I had to get a better upgrade. So that's why I went with the JFG handguards. They were phenomenal. I don't ever have to worry about them levers breaking again. Probably went through about 4 or 5 sets of the stock levers. But I mean, they just keep breaking, man. They are so cheap. I wouldn't even recommend buying these. They are super cheap. You can see. And they just break right there. I've had them break in the middle of the lever, but they seem to want to break right where you hook it in to the handlebars. It's not good. It's very cheap. Very cheap stuff. That's about it. Apollo dbx18 RFZ. Great bike. Worth getting. I would recommend it. Y'all have a good day.